Good afternoon, boys and girls, and welcome to the southern wing of the Stink Bug Works. Today, Dr. Jet has been very busy. I paid my property taxes, I sent out proposals, I paid the registration on the TF, I put tape on my boat. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there is tape on my boat. And as I look at the tape on my boat, I may forego the spraying of clear on here. I don't know. I'll have to take a closer look at it. The jury is still out. If I decide to spray some clear, what I will do is take clear paint and I'll spray it into a little cup of some sort till I get enough that I can fill up the reservoir on the airbrush, and then on the airbrush just go over these seams. Or, in much more likely, is I'll just take the rattle can and I'll fog on the first couple of coats really light and then go from there. So I still have some quality control to do here. I see a little nip that I got to trim. And so part of this is as I wipe it down, I'm sealing it off now that everything's sealed up. I could have used paper or plastic bags instead of all this expensive tape, but the tape was right here in front of me and it was convenient, so I used tape. So stay tuned. In a few days, we'll be able to peel this stuff off and see what lies underneath. So until then, boys and girls, jet out. Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to the mess hall here at Dr. Jet Laboratories. Before me, I have my cup of coffee, and I have this rather discolored, unimpressive-looking blob. Underneath all that discoloration and ugliness is a cool white boat. And obviously I've shot paint on it. I did what I did, just so everybody can follow along. I taped everything off with Tamiya masking tape. It's this little yellow tape, comes in varying widths. And then I filled up the gaps with this blue tape. I shot a light coat on it, a light mist, to where you could almost see that there was some red on it, and then another mist coat and another mist coat. And these are all a minute or two apart, just a little light mist. And then I came by with a heavier coat, laid it on to where it looked like it was pretty smooth, and called it good. Well, 12 hours later, and I knocked it down, the surface gloss and any dust with some 1000 grit wet or dry, and the blue tape that I used as filler in between the masking tape really didn't like the water, and it didn't stick and came off in a couple of places. So before I shoot the final coat of red, I've got to go back and retape some of these areas where this tape came off. Next time, I won't use the blue tape. I'll use another tape. Water and blue tape don't mix. And yeah, I did do some wet sanding on this because I wanted to knock down the surface gloss and get that dust out of the way. So here's something that I've noticed, and it's what I'm planning. I don't know if you can see this, but you can see a little fine yellow line right there and a little fine yellow line right there. What that fine yellow line is that's the edge of the masking tape. And as I sand, it kind of reveals that edge of the masking tape. Well, when you go to pull the tape off, that's a good thing because the paint where you want it might be up on top of that tape. And when you pull the tape up, it can break that off. So I'm thinking that's a benefit there. And so when I've got the last coat on, I'll take off all this blue tape and leave nothing but, yeah, I wasn't wearing gloves, leave nothing but the yellow masking tape, and then just very lightly get the edges so that when I do pull the masking tape up, it's not going to break anything. Then once all the masking tape is up, I'm going to come in really lightly with, I'll probably use 2000 grit for this, and just sand along the edges. Because if you imagine you have a surface here and you have a thickness of tape, and as you paint it, the paint forms this kind of edge here on the tape. So you want to knock that edge down. So I'm going to ever so lightly hit those edges. Everything's going to get shot with clear when it's done. So, little imperfections like that I can deal with. So this needs another day or two to dry before I shoot the second coat of red on it. And I'll have to do a little patch up on my masking where it came off. And actually I can see white through here. That's a bad thing. I don't want to see any white. So I'll fix that up, shoot some more paint on it. Last time when I took you folks out to the southern wilderness here, and I put this out on the table to dry, it rained. But because this is a boat, and a boat goes on the water, I figured the rain wasn't going to hurt it, so I just left it out there in the rain all day. It's water cured. It's rainwater cured paint. Until next time, boys and girls, jet out.